have a message for Dmitry Bivol now that he's here?
He know already.
Dmitry, Artur Beterbiev says that you know already. What is it that you know?
I don't know already.
We know. I tell you, no.
Artur Beterbiev against Dmitry Bivol. Not the biggest, but the best fight in boxing. Now, this is a fight I think most of us fight fans just can't wait for. So, 1 week away and this is it. This is the best fight that can be made in boxing, in my opinion. I think in terms of the biggest fights in boxing, I think you're looking at Canelo against Benavidez. I think you're looking at maybe Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua. I think that's still a massive fight. I think there may be some bigger fights, but I don't think there are many better style matchups than this. There's two guys, two Russians, both undefeated, both the best in their division. Both, I wouldn't say that Beterbiev's in his prime still. I think he's probably just outside of his prime, but coming off of a tremendous performance earlier this year. And Bivol, an exceptional fighter. Bivol's been active, coming off a good win. And not too long ago, coming off the best win of his career against Canelo Alvarez. And that fight really took Bivol to another level. As for this fight, look, I think most of us are kind of in agreement that it's either going to go one or two ways. Either a Beterbiev knockout, or Bivol will win on points. Be too slick, his jab will be too good, his judgment of distance is very good. I think if Bivol was to win the fight, I think that's how we'll win it. As for Artur Beterbiev, he only fights one way. Comes forward, gets close and just lands those massive shots. Very, very good inside game. He throws short punches as well that have got power on them. And in terms of pound for pound, probably the biggest puncher in boxing, it probably would have to be Artur Beterbiev. 20 wins, 20 knockouts. Two exceptional fighters, two fighters that, in my opinion, are both top 6, top 7 pound for pound. Take your pick. So it's going to be a tremendous fight. I think this fight is going to be what Errol Spence against Terence Crawford was supposed to be. Errol Spence against Terence Crawford was going to be the best fight in boxing. But I just think that when the fight actually did happen, it just happened too late. Even though Spence was younger, I think what he was doing outside of the ring really caught up to him. He got into major car accidents, weight gain in between fights, getting in trouble with alcohol, not really taking his career seriously, and I think it caught up to him. This is completely different in this fight. This is two guys that don't drink, and I guarantee you they will just be in that gym the whole time preparing for this fight. They don't trash talk, and I think Spence was very, very focused on the money. He was focused on the financial aspect of the Crawford fight. I don't even think these guys are that interested in the money, because neither of them talk trash. And when they're not fighting, they just keep to themselves. If we look at the two fighters, I think a lot of people are probably going to give a little bit of the nod to Bivol in the sense that he is the younger fighter. He's probably got the better win on his resume in Canelo Alvarez. So he's got a better win than Beterbiev has. Younger, maybe the better technical boxer if you're looking at the two. So I think that's where, if people are going to say, it's a 50-50 fight, but if people are going to lean towards Bivol, I think that's what they're going to look at. In terms of Beterbiev, he's a little bit older, he's 39 years old. However, with Beterbiev, yes, he's 39 years old, but he hasn't taken much punishment in his career. He's only had 20 fights. He's someone that takes his career seriously outside of the ring, so he can last a little bit longer. So his biological age is probably like a 35, 36. He takes good care of himself. Unlike someone like Tyson Fury, for example, who's 36 years old, by his actual age, but biologically he's probably much older than that because he's had massive weight gains, drugs, alcohol, bad eating habits. So, I think even though Beterbiev is 39, I think he's quite a young 39. So it's a tremendous fight. This fight really can go either way. It's a true 50-50. However, with that being said, I've got my thoughts and my opinions on this fight. And later in the week, I will be saying who I think will win this fight. I'm not going to sit on the fence on this one. I've analyzed this fight. I've looked at it. And for me, I think there's only one winner in this fight. So stay tuned because I will be saying who I think that person is. but make no mistake, this is a brilliant fight. It can go either way, true 50-50, two Russian warriors. And let's make sure that we get behind this fight. Probably won't get the credit that it deserves because they don't talk trash or, they're not American, they're two Russian guys. Make no mistake, this is the best fight in boxing.